Welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner. I am your host Jack, and today I thought, being the holidays are coming up, I thought it would be nice if we took a picture of one of your children or your family portrait, and we actually put it in a Christmas background. And you can use this as a Christmas card. You can have it printed, or just send it out with your Christmas cards as a holiday picture of the family. But right before we start that, I also want to mention, if you go to jackstechcorner.com, please take the time and pick up a copy of my DVD. The DVD contains 45 great high-resolution videos of a lot of different editing techniques with Photoshop elements. So it's a great purchase, and for all of you who have already picked up the video, thank you very much once again. So let's go ahead and begin creating our holiday card or holiday picture. What I did first was I had to find some backgrounds. And how I found these backgrounds was very simply opening up a web browser, and I went to Google. Who else, right? Click on images and click on Christmas or just type Christmas backgrounds. You can see here we can have all kind of holiday backgrounds that we can use. Now here's a trick though, so you don't waste too much of your time. See where it says showing all image sizes? Drop this down and click on large images. That way you're sure you can get something that you can use and on your pictures, and put your pictures over. And to save any of these, don't right click on it here and save it, because you're going to save the thumbnail. You have to click on the picture and then click on full size. This is where you want to right click and do a save image. That's how you actually save with Google Images. Like I said, don't save that one because that's a thumbnail size. But you can go through here. There's tons of videos or tons of backgrounds you can use. So that's where I found these backgrounds. What we're going to do today is we're going to use this particular background right here. We're going to right click on it and go to full edit. Now it's open up in our editor. But now we're going to have to go, we want to pick a picture out that's going to be placed in this background. Let's go back to our organizer. And let me see what I can find here for us to use today. Let's see, under preschool, see if we can find any pictures here. There's one there. Find any more? Oh, here we go. We'll just click here. Let's open these up. See if we can't find somebody we can use here for our picture. So as you can see, we can pretty much take these pictures from anywhere. Let's find somebody here that looks an interesting picture. I don't really see anything I like here. Let's go back up here. Let's take this little man right here. Let's right click on this one. Let's go to full edit. Alright, that's going to open up this picture in its own frame. Let's minimize this a little bit so we can see both of them. And what we're going to first do on this background, let's fit this to screen. We're going to have to create a couple different layers here, and I'll explain this as we go on. But if we would take him right now and put him on here, he's going to cover up this bottom part here. It's not going to look too realistic. It's not going to frame him. He's going to be covering it. So in order to do that, let's go ahead and first make a copy of this background image using Control-J on a PC or Command-J on your Mac. Now we're going to work on this layer. Remember, if we have it selected, we're working on it. Now what we want to do is we want to take our quick selection tool here. Quick selection tool. And we're going to go over this right about here. We want to take this, and I'm just one continuous movement here. Just hold your mouse button down, your left mouse button, and just drag over this stuff. I'm going to drag right up to about there. Then we're missing some of this detail down here, so click on the add button. It's selected already. We're going to come down here, come across here, make sure we have this snow on the bottom. Then come through here, make sure we have this selected. And that looks pretty good. Now what we want to do at this point is we're going to go up here and click on Layer, New Layer via Copy. We're going to copy that detail. There we go. There's our new layer. So that's ready to go. Now that we have that ready, we can go ahead and we're going to select on the boy, and we're going to get him ready so we can import him into this background. So let's just move this. Let's bring him up here, and let's fit him to the screen. Now once again we're going to use our quick selection tool, and we're going to select him. Remember your brush sizes. You can use your left bracket and your right bracket to make these brush sizes bigger. Let's go ahead and go up around him. That actually looks pretty good. It's pretty easy when you have a nice white background to select somebody. And you can see right around here we have a little bit of that showing. So let's subtract from our selection, lower our brush size a little bit, and we're just going to click right in here just to make us a little bit tighter on his shoulders. And we might want to add a little bit right there. There, just like that. Now what we want to do is select Inverse. Well, before we do that, let's make sure we make a copy of this. Control J. And there you can see we did a Control J and we took away from the background. And we can see that just by going like this. Now the white background's gone. We selected him out, and you're going to do a Control J, and Elements is smart enough to realize that you're going to be cutting the background out. But if not, you would do Select, Inverse, and then hit your Delete key, and that'll get rid of the background. So it's close this. Now we want to move him into this picture. So we do that just by clicking on our Move tool, and just drag it over, and drop it on here. At that point, we're done with this one. No, we don't really need to save that. And he looks awful big. So what we want to do is shrink him down first. Shrink him down. Get him in the picture. Click OK there. Now I'm going to view actual pixels and fit that to screen. Okay. So there he is. There's our boy. He's in the picture now. Okay, this could be your family. This could be pretty much anybody you want to work with. Let's pull this down a little bit more. Remember, to keep the proportion, always drag on the ends. Pull him up a little bit more. Make him a little bit bigger. Pull him up a little bit more. That should work out okay. Now with that, you can see the boy is now in the picture, but here's what I was telling you about. See down here, it looks like we put him on the picture. Now remember, layers is just like paper. Whatever's laying on top will be displayed. So at this point, his layer is on top. He's covering up that. So we need to move that layer we created, move it up. Now at that point, you can see how he's framed. Because that layer, we moved it up, and we copied it first of all off of there so we can put it back. That way it looks like he's actually in the picture itself. He's framed in the picture. Now we can go a little bit further with this, if you wish. Just another way to do things here. Take him, and let's copy this layer. So we want to do a Control J. We're going to make a copy. We're going to shrink that copy down a little bit. So if you want to do something different, bring him over here. This little bar here, when your mouse changes to a little rocker, we can move him. So maybe we want to move it a little bit. Let's take him in a little bit more. Now to make it so it's not looking like it's pasted there, just drop your opacity down a little bit. Just a little bit. Just kind of blend it in there. Alright, there you go. Now if you wanted to throw another one on there, that's very easy. Do another Control J. This one, we're going to grab this, pull it over here, do your rocker once again, maybe turn him the other way. And the opacity is already set at what the last one was set at. And even this one, you could drop the opacity down a little bit if you wanted to blend it in a little bit. But see what happens is if you get it too low, so maybe we'll just leave him at 100%. So there you have it. That's how you can actually set your picture up. Put the framing back on him so he's not covering up the framing, and you can actually add a couple smaller pictures of him around there. And those could even be actually different pictures of the child or of the family. So there is how you make a greeting or a Christmas greeting card or just a picture for the holidays to send out to your family and friends, grandparents, whoever. Save them, post them on the internet, whichever you'd like to do. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on creating a Christmas card, is what we're going to call this, I think. And by all means, stop over at jackstechcorner.com. And if you don't want to pick up the video, that's okay. Maybe you just want to drop a small donation into the donation to PayPal donation bucket. And that always helps us out also. So the videos are there for you. The donation button's there for you. And I can, as a public service announcement, tell you, please go out and donate to your local Salvation Army or your Toys for Tots. Those folks are great, and you can't do enough for them folks. They help people have a Christmas that normally would not have it. The Salvation Army helps out people all year long, as I'm sure you're very aware. So thanks again. Thanks for tuning in each and every week. If you're not subscribed to these shows, please click the little subscribe button. Let's build the subscriptions up. Take care, and I'll see you back here next time on Jack's Tech Corner. Bye for now.